that was giving us a lot of traction. And upon analyzing the problem of the EB2 and EB3 backlog, and I think a lot of people understand what that means if they're in these immigration situations, but there's different categories of employment-based immigration, and based upon what category you lie within, you have a certain priority for being able to apply for a green card. So people from India or China who are in either third category, which is specialty occupation category, somebody with a bachelor's degree, and they're able to work, for example, in a technology related field or engineering, for example, they would be an EB3 category. And then once they have either 5 years of professional experience or an advanced degree, such as a master's degree or some kind of professional degree, then they're able to apply within the EB2 category, which theoretically is supposed to be faster than the EB3 category, but that's not always the case. And then there is also a very limited category of individuals who may apply within the EB1 category, which is reserved for 3 types of professionals: those who have extraordinary ability, those who are outstanding professors and researchers, and thirdly, international managers and executives, or multinational company managers and executives. My perspective on this was just essentially most of the individuals, and this is maybe like 10 years or 12 years ago by now, most of the people who were facing these dilemmas were individuals who were working in either engineering, technology spaces, and for the most part, the solutions that were reserved in the EB1 category, such that they can get out of these EB2 and EB3 backlogs, were requiring one to have, or the thought was that they required one to have a PhD or publications and these really academic credentials. And that was true mainly for EB1A, and which is the extraordinary ability, and EB1B, which is for outstanding researchers and professors. And then the only EB1 category, so the only way that anybody could really get out of this backlog and this is what they would do. And in fact, one of the first EB1A cases that I took was a situation where an individual was on an L1A, and they also had an H1B, an L1A, and they also had an I-140 approved in a lower category, and they had an H1B and an I-140 in a lower category, so they're in a backlog, and they decided to go to India upon an agreement they made with their company to work for 1 year in India as a manager of a functional manager, essentially. They could return to the United States on an L1A, work for that company for another 2 years, which was their agreement they made with the employer, and